To unban PS3 console you need modded PS3 console custom firmware, latest version, a USB stick of at least 4 GB, PC or laptop, internet connection, attention and patience. Very important, do not skip any step in this tutorial. I am not responsible for any damage to the console. To unban, full, I divided this tutorial into 2 parts. In the first part, we changed the MAC address. In the second part, we changed the IDPS, identification number of the online console. Must be purchased and you need to have a bank card. All the software that I will use in this tutorial can be found in the description. Let's begin. To change MAC address on PS3, the console must be in DEX mode. And to do this we go to the console and check if we have the CEX2DEX Tools option. To check if we have the CEX2DEX Tools option, we go to Network. Then access Custom Firmware Tools. Scroll until you get CEX2DEX Tools. If we have it, we skip the next step. If we don't have the CEX2DEX Tools option, then we will have to install custom firmware 4.90 Evilnat Cobra 8.4 PX. Link in description. Verifying PSN account. If it appears PlayStation Network, disabled. I press the joystick, triangle and R2 at the same time. Or access custom firmware tools. PSN tools. Disable syscalls. After this message appears, we can access the account. As you can see, my PSN account is banned. Insert the USB stick to the PC or laptop, and I was formatting it in FAT32. Then from the folder Custom Firmware 4.90 Evilnat Cobra 8.4 PX, copy the PS3 folder in the root of the USB stick. We remove the USB stick from the PC or laptop and it enter in the console. We do this step only if we don't have its CEX2DEX Tools option. If we have the option CEX2DEX Tools, skip this step. I access the system update and install the version custom firmware 4.90 Evilnat PX. After installing custom firmware 4.90 Evilnat PX, access the CEX2DEX Tools option. If we don't have the CEX2DEX Tools option, we install custom firmware 4.90 Evilnat PX once more. Press X on Show Information and we check if we are in CEX mode. Next step, we go to Dump Tools. We must have a USB stick, formatted FAT32, inserted into the right port of the console. Press X on Dump ERK and I was waiting for the process to end. Do not remove the stick from the console. After this message appears, we return to the CEX2DEX Tools option. Press X on Convert to DEX. After the process finishes, this message appears and the console will restart. As you can see, a new option appeared. This means we are in DEX mode. I was accessing Show Information and we see that it still needs to be changed from CEX2DEX LV2 kernel and debug settings. To change LV2 kernel from CEX to DEX, press X on swap kernel. After this message appears, the console will restart. I was accessing show information again, and we see that the LV2 kernel has changed from CEX to DEX. There is still debug settings. To change debug settings from CEX to DEX, press X on toggle debug setting. After this message appears, we restart the console manually. I was accessing show information for the last time, and we see that the PS3 has changed from CEX to DEX. After finishing, remove the USB stick from the console and insert it into the PC or laptop. We open the CEX2DEX folder. We open the Downgrade Dex folder. Open the Step 1 Downgrade folder. Open the 3.55 Downgrade Pub folder and copy it the PS3 folder in the root of the USB stick. We do not delete ed_root_key. We remove the stick and insert it into the console. On the console, go to System Update and install version 3.55 Downgrade. After it is installed, remove the stick and insert it into the PC or laptop. Then from Step 2 folder BOSEX 3.55 copy the PS3 folder to the root of the stick. After copying the PS3 folder, we open the Step 3 Chaos Airbringer folder and copy the file chaosAirbringer.pkg in the root of the stick. We remove the stick and insert it into the console. And we install the BOSEX 3.55 version. After the BOSEX 3.55 version was installed, we go to Install Package Files and install the chaosAirbringer.pkg file. We check the MAC address. Press X on Chaos Air Bringer to copy MAC address on the stick. We are waiting for it to return to the menu. When it returned to the menu, remove the stick and insert it into the PC or laptop. To change the MAC address, we need to install Hex Editor from the Step 4 HXD folder. After installation, run Hex Editor. Then, by drag and drop, we take the Mac_original.bin file and drag it into the Hex Editor. We only change the last two characters with what we want. Press Ctrl+S to save the changes. Copy the Mac_original.bin.bok file to the desktop in case we want to return to the original MAC address, after which we delete it from the stick. Then we rename Mac_original.bin to Mac.bin. We remove the stick and insert it into the console. We check the MAC address once more. 8F will turn into 1F. To change the MAC address, we must press X on Chaos Air Bringer. When it returned to the menu, check the MAC address. If it has not changed, stop and restart the console. After rebooting, the changes should be visible. I had 8F. Now I have 1F. We delete the Chaos Airbringer, we only need After I changed the MAC address, we have to change to IDPS, Online Console Identification Number. To do this let's return to the normal settings from DEX to CEX. The steps are as follows. Remove the USB stick from the console and insert it into the PC or laptop. We copy from folder Step 1 Downgrade 3.55 Downgrade PUP the PS3 folder in the root of the stick. Then we remove the stick from the PC or laptop and insert it into the console. On the console, we go to System Update and install this version 3.55 downgrade. After it is finished, remove the stick and insert it into the PC or laptop. We open the custom firmware PS3 4.80 Rebugged Dex folder and copy the PS3 folder to the root of the stick. Then we remove the stick from the PC or laptop and we insert it into the console. On PS3, we install this version custom firmware PS3 4.80 Rebugged Dex. As you can see, we are in DEX mode. I was accessing the package manager. Install package files. PS3 system storage. And we install Rebug Toolbox 02.02.10.package. After installing Rebug Toolbox 02.02.10.package, press X on the Rebug Toolbox icon. We check system information and see that we are in DEX mode. After that, we go to the utilities and I scroll. Until dump ed root key and press X, then yes. When it returned to the XMB menu, we access the Rebug Toolbox. We go to DEX/CEX and press X on Swap LV2 kernel. I was accessing Rebug Toolbox. We check system information and observe that LV2 kernel changed from DEX to CEX. We go to DEX/CEX and press X on Rewrite Target ID in Flash, then yes. Then we restart the console. I was accessing the Rebug toolbox for the last time. We check system information and observe that our PS3 changed from DEX to CEX. The next step is to install the latest version custom firmware 4.90 Evilnat Cobra 8.4 PX. To do this, remove the stick from the console and insert it into the PC or laptop. On PC or laptop, we open the folder Custom Firmware 4.90 Evilnat Cobra 8.4 PX and copy the PS3 folder to the root of the stick. We remove the stick from the PC or laptop and enter it in the console. On PS3 Access System Update and install Custom Firmware 4.90 Evilnat Cobra 8.4 PX. The end of the first part. Excuse the English used in this tutorial. I'm not a native English speaker.